Welcome back, everybody. I am the Jimmer. This is the Propane 1 million RP King of the Hill Championship. This is going to be episode 6 of season 2, and we're getting our very first regular match here. This is going to be the Nightfall via Morris. This is a submarine, and I'm sure some of you will remember the yellow submarine last season. That was also by Morris, and this is sort of his evolution of his submarine design. As you can see, it has a ton of missiles, tons of torpedoes, and then some pretty good advanced custom cannons, I believe, that are using the cavitation. And it's going to drop down into the depths and hope to take out its enemy, our third place king, the Iron Maid and Coffee Grinder by Poldarn. I think I was calling the ship the Iron Maiden through most of that tournament. I just realized I was getting prepared for this and realized it was actually Iron Maid, so I apologize for that. But this is a very cool dual submission. The Iron Maid is a hovercraft with some very powerful advanced custom cannons, and then the Coffee Grinder is just kind of a little distraction nerd here. It has a decent cannon on it, but it's mostly just for sort of absorbing the Alpha Strike and being a distraction. And that said, this is going to be a best of 3, and the Nightfall needs to win 2 fights to move on and face our next king, the Truth of Christmas by Xionyx. But let's get things sped up and see how this battle goes. Interface off. Alright, we see it appears that the missiles coming from the Nightfall are running out of fuel just short. A few are getting close, but yeah, still just barely running out of fuel. We can hear a lot of custom cannon fire. You see the flares being deployed pretty much continuously. I'm seeing some smoke here. I'm not sure if there's lasers going on, but there's definitely smoke coming from the Iron Maid and the Coffee Grinder. Let's get a quick initial damage report. Looks like the Nightfall is at 99%, Coffee Grinder 99%, and Iron Maid 100%. So looks like both entries survive the Alpha Strike. And this is going to be a little bit of a longer fight. So far in Season 2, the battles have been just lightning fast. I mean, you blink and you miss them. Oh, and here we see some torpedoes. And a few of them are missing, but some are connecting. And we see that battle damage there on the Nightfall. But it appears unfazed and is continuing to plug away. Unfortunately, we are in degraded mode, so we're not able to see the trails on the advanced cannons. Makes it a little bit harder to kind of tell what's going on. It looks like the Nightfall is firing at the Coffee Grinder. But so far, Coffee Grinder doing just fine. I imagine when the Nightfall gets a little closer, its missiles will have more of an impact. Right now, it seems that they're just don't have quite enough range to reach the Iron Maid. Getting quite a bit of lag from all the missiles going on right now. Get another damage report. Ooh, Nightfall taking damage all the way down to 88. Iron Maid 100%, Coffee Grinder 100%. Looks like I'm not seeing much coming down here. It's these torpedoes. The torpedoes coming from the Iron Maid are fairly slow. It looks like the Nightfall would normally be able to outrun them, but since the Iron Maid is moving away and the Nightfall is moving towards, it's sort of running right into those torpedoes. Yeah, Nightfall continuing to take damage. Oh, and there we see it. That is one of the weaknesses of being a sub. You get below 80% health, even though you're probably okay to continue. Game counts you as sinking, and we'll begin the timer. And it looks like it's just hanging out there. Yeah, it's not gonna be able to beat the timer, unfortunately. So the first round will go to the Iron Maid and Coffee Grinder by Xionyx, and I believe the Coffee Grinder survived to the end of the round, so that's pretty impressive. Usually this guy gets blown up right at the very beginning. Alright, and we will get things set up for round 2. Alright, and let's get things sped up and get this battle underway. This is do or die for the Nightfall here. If it loses this battle, it will be eliminated. Let's see if being spawned in second changes anything. Looks like we're avoiding the degraded mode right off the bat here. Oh, and there we see the Coffee Grinder is out of it. 2 damaged. Let's get an initial damage report. Nightfall 100%, Coffee Grinder despawning, and Iron Maid 100%. Looks like this battle is going to go much like the first, with the Nightfall trying to chase down the Iron Maid, and the Iron Maid retreating away and firing backwards as it moves. Just make sure it's staying in range. Yeah, well within the 1.5 kilometer limit, so using its superior range and superior speed to keep the Nightfall away and unable to land damage. I'm surprised the advanced cannons from the Nightfall aren't able to do anything. I know they're firing from underwater, but the cavitation shells seem to kind of fix that aiming issue for the most part. Possibly the shielding on the Iron Maid is just too strong. You can see there's multiple layers stacked in here. It's kind of hard to see all of them. They aren't visible, but you can kind of see them interfering with the smoke there. And there's just 7 or 8 layers all around the front. Oh, and we have a breaching situation. The Nightfall has jumped out of the water here. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe just taking some damage to some of its elevation controls. It looks kind of funny cruising along the surface here. But I believe it is very, very near destruction here. Down to 84%. Iron Maid still 100%. And it looks like you see, is that an ammo store, I believe? Yeah, it's some internal destruction here. Probably an ammo store going up. And the Iron Maid, excuse me, is down for the count. And there we see the health below 80% and sinking. So this battle is pretty much over. Congratulations to the Iron Maid and Coffee Grinder, able to defend your position here as our 3rd place king. And condolences to Amoris. Really appreciate you submitting your design, the Nightfall here. Very cool looking submarine, and seems to be an improvement over the already fairly good yellow submarine. But just getting shut down here by the Iron Maid. Its strategy of moving backwards and deploying torpedoes as it moves away was very effective, and even though the torpedoes were slower than the Nightfall, they were able to land because the Nightfall was coming pretty much straight at the Iron Maid. But that's all for this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying the battles, and if you like this battle, go ahead and tune in to the next episode where our next contender will take on the Iron Maid and Coffee Grinder. I'll see you guys there.